figures in my collection. You might notice that this shelf and this shelf might look different because there was a power outage, so I kept bumping into these shelves, walking back in and out. So I'm just gonna be reposing them again in this video. First, I'm gonna be doing this. Raph is gonna be in a type of stabbing pose. You'll see once I just put him in. So his sides are getting loose. I just have to stick them in there. Looks like this. Like that. I just have to turn him a bit more to face Halo. And with Halo, instead of him laying down, I'm actually going to give him one of the skateboards to use. Just going to get off the excess stuff. There. I'm trying to make it look like he's holding it for the fence. I just have to get him to actually be able to kneel. Or I could just do this. I just have to get him into a pose because he can never really do anything. Trying to get him to a simple pose, but he still just can't stand up. So that's why I was giving him the skateboard, so maybe it would help him. But nope, it's not doing really anything. I'm gonna turn the skateboard around. That might do anything. That might do something. Instead, I'm actually just gonna have him laying down with the skateboard on top of him. Because he just can't stand up. His legs are too floppy. That's the pose he's gonna be in. He can't really stand up or do anything, so that's how we have to do it for now. Let's move on to the next shelf, which is personally my favorite shelf. There. Yeah, Spider-Man looks a bit different from the pose he was originally in. It's because of the power outage, but I'm gonna still pose him. So I'm gonna put him in a kind of like punching web pose, like that, sort of. And then with Iron Man's always using his blaster, so this time he's not. He's actually gonna be using his fists this time. His hands are like sometimes are really stuck on if you keep them in for too long. So I just have to put in his other hand, which are the fists. I just have to get him to stand up like that. And I'll just show you from the top. He's in a punching pose, like that. So I just have to put his hands back in. Right there, and then Spider-Man, like there. So that's the pose for this shelf. Finally, last and final shelf. Now that just fell. So this shelf shouldn't be too hard. For Vegeta, I'm gonna be using his kind of like peace sign hands. I'm just gonna attach it in. Oh my god, his whole arm just fell off. I'm gonna place that in. There, so. There. This is gonna be his pose for the shelf. I'm actually really happy with Naruto's pose. He was able to get into a good dynamic pose. And then I'm gonna change his up. I'm actually gonna change the head sculpts. If you could see, we got the first one off, and now I'm just putting the second one back on. Sasuke's head sculpts are really hard to put on, especially with the spikes in his head. Well, his hair. I'm gonna put him in this pose, kind of like this. No. That's the pose he's gonna be in. I just gotta fix my other shelf. It fell. I'm doing it right now. And these are gonna be the poses for today's video. I hope you like today's poses, and that's it.